Zenless Zone Zero is in a very weird stage right now. On one side, everyone that has access to the game is praising it left and right. Gameplay, story, music, everything. But on the other side, they're also saying that if they don't get rid of the TVs, it'll ruin the whole game. To be honest, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but let's take this one step at a time. While the 3D mode is used to showcase combat, the TV mode is used to showcase exploration through the holo. During the tutorial of the game, you are introduced to a few things: story, gameplay, and exploration. Let's focus on exploration because that's where the TVs are most common. Yes, TVs are also in story, but nothing compared to exploration. Exploration gives you lore-focused quests and only provides combat if the story leads to it. Before continuing with the video, I just want to state that we can't please everyone, and that's okay. But just because they don't like the product doesn't mean that they don't have valid opinions.
To be honest, I don't know if I can ever get over how mind-numbing it is to do these TV sections for even like 5 to 10 minutes. Like if this was an event in Honkai Star Rail, I'd probably have a lot of fun. But because it's like an integral part of the gameplay and is honestly probably about like 1/3 of the entire game, I mean, it's just not for me if I'm being honest.
I do want to say, although it kind of sounds mean, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I do hope they just get rid of the TV system slightly more and put it only in pivotal parts, or put it in more events as a mini game, or basically just leave it in Holo Zero and call it that. Because I do think the combat in this game is definitely what's going to push this game to be absolutely amazing.
Personally, I think that the TV mode is fine, but as much as I want to disagree with both Kekvin and Rehoo, I have to admit that I agree with the both of them. The TV mode, especially during story, is very mind-numbing. As of right now, the combat feels fleshed out, but the TV mode has a long way to go. I also want to add that we don't need to reduce the mode any further, but enhance the experience. As easy as it sounds, getting rid of the TV mode is going to create bigger problems in the long run. Hoyo and the Zenless team are not going to risk recreating whole segments that are also a part of the story just because we don't like it. This is just a shot in the dark, but how about just simplifying some of the levels? Every now and then, it felt like the devs tried a little too hard to keep me busy, but that just made me want to skip the level and start the combat. A couple days ago, the third closed beta test got its first event called Camellia Golden Week. Without spoiling too much, you're tasked with raiding a warehouse and collecting its valuables that are hidden across the map. There are 4 segments to the map, and each area is unlocked daily. Aside from fighting, I'm sure you've noticed by now that it's all TVs. Each section of the area has different puzzles you have to figure out to continue the story. The event is quick and straight to the point, and when you're done with that section, you're rewarded for your efforts. This is what I believe the story mode is missing: engaging minigames that help create a better experience for the player. There are actually a couple quests that already do that, but compared to how many levels that don't, it's like a drop in the bucket. I know this video was a little quick, but the problem with the game right now isn't that deep. The reason I made this video in the first place was to share my thoughts about the game and its current situation. Whether you're in the closed beta test or not, what is something that you would like to add or take away from the TV section? Is there not enough and you want more TVs, or do you just want to remove them? Let me know in the comments below what you think. Have a good one. Peace.